She thought she was untouchable. But last night, that fantasy came crashing down, in front of cameras, flashing lights, and a crowd that did not come to play. Remy Ma, rapper, reality TV royalty, and let's be honest, a walking headline, was hauled out in handcuffs after Claressa Shields reportedly filed criminal charges against her. And y'all, the way they dragged Remy out of the BET Awards afterparty? Even the security guards looked nervous. What really happened backstage? Why was Remy screaming, "I didn't touch her," while being thrown into the back of a black SUV? And most importantly, what did Claressa say that pushed this into felony territory? Rumors say there's surveillance footage, a missing wig, and a secret witness from Papoos's own entourage. Oh, yeah, this isn't just drama. This is a full-blown celebrity crime scene. So buckle up, because what started as a petty love triangle just turned into a criminal investigation. And trust us, this time, Remy Ma ain't rapping her way out of it. Let's get into the dirt. The BET Awards were supposed to be a night of black excellence, but instead, it turned into a full-blown crime scene. Let's set the scene. The red carpet had just wrapped. Paparazzi were packing up. Inside the VIP lounge of the BET afterparty, drinks were flowing, laughter echoed off the velvet walls, and all seemed well until Claressa Shields walked in. And let's be real, Claressa didn't come to party. She came with security, receipts, and rage. Insiders say Claressa had just finished a press run where she publicly addressed Papoose, Remy Ma's longtime husband, as her partner in purpose. Bold, right? But it gets worse. Right before the BET afterparty, she allegedly received a DM from an anonymous page showing Remy Ma threatening her in the green room during rehearsals. We'll come back to that leaked message later, because that might be the very thing that led Claressa to file official charges against Remy that same night. But what really happened behind those closed VIP doors? According to 3 eyewitnesses, including a makeup artist, a dancer, and someone claiming to be Lil Mecca's weed carrier, Remy Ma allegedly confronted Claressa with a full drink in hand. Not just any drink. It was dark, messy, and left a stain so strong it's now trending as the BET Blood Orange Splash. "Keep your hands off my man, or I'll put you back in a boxing ring without gloves," Remy said, according to the dancer, who spoke to an anonymous gossip blog. Claressa didn't even flinch. She just smirked, pulled out her phone, and started recording. Boom. The trap was set. This wasn't just an argument, this was a setup. And Remy walked straight into it, wearing heels and a grudge. Moments later, a security guard was seen waving over a group of plainclothes LAPD officers. Within minutes, Remy Ma was escorted out of the building in cuffs while shouting, "This is harassment. This is a setup. I didn't lay a finger on her." But here's where it gets even crazier. Everyone remembers when Papoose and Claressa were first spotted together last year at a youth boxing fundraiser in Atlanta. Back then, it looked innocent, 2 public figures doing good in the community. But blogs immediately picked up on the chemistry. In one now-viral video, Claressa is seen feeding Papoose a mini cupcake, whispering something that made him blush and look away. Fans joked about it. Memes were made. But Remy? She was silent. And if you know anything about Remy Ma, silence is her loudest warning. Fast forward 6 months, Claressa pops up courtside with Papoose at a Knicks game. Still just friends, right? Then came the infamous "Shield in the Sheets" tweet, where Claressa replied to a fan asking what she brings to the table with, "I built the damn table. Ask Papoose." No mention of Remy. No respect. Just straight shots. Still, Remy kept it quiet until last night. Because last night, she allegedly did what the streets have been warning about for months. She finally snapped. Within an hour of the arrest, a blurry 13-second video was leaked to an anonymous Reddit thread and quickly reposted on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. The clip, shot from behind a champagne tower, shows Remy lunging toward Claressa, glass raised, as Claressa yells, "Try it. You're going to go viral again, reminisce." Then screams. Glass shattering. Remy's security trying to hold her back. Then the moment that broke the internet. Remy Ma, in a full designer gown, dragged out in cuffs, shouting, "Y'all believe this fraud over me?" She's been chasing my man for a year. The crowd?
Silent.
The cameras? Rolling. The internet? In flames. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, where was Papoose? According to verified reports, he was spotted leaving in a black Escalade with Claressa exactly 5 minutes before the arrest went down. Yeah, let that sink in. Not only did he not defend Remy, not only did he not stay behind for questioning, he allegedly left with the woman who pressed charges against his wife. And the betrayal didn't stop there. One fan caught a Snapchat story that appears to show Pap sitting next to Claressa in the back seat of the SUV. The caption? Sometimes you gotta let the storm pass to see the rainbow. So while Remy's being fingerprinted in downtown LA, Papoose is out here writing haikus with his side chick. Disrespectful? Absolutely. Shocking? Maybe not. Because folks have been saying for months, this love triangle was bound to blow. And last night it did. But don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we've got the police report, witness testimony, and leaked booking details that might just end Remy's career for good. Remy enters the precinct next. And guess who is already waiting inside? Still yelling about her innocence. Still swearing she never touched Claressa. But what she didn't expect was who was already sitting inside. According to sources inside the LAPD booking office, Claressa Shields herself had arrived minutes earlier, accompanied by 2 lawyers and a private investigator. Not a manager, not a PR rep, a PI. That's how serious this just got, this one. One of the lawyers was allegedly on FaceTime with a rep from HBO Sports. That's right. Rumors are swirling that Claressa had already sold the exclusive rights to tell her side of the story before Remy even got fingerprinted. But let's rewind to what actually happened inside. Multiple sources claimed that as Remy was being processed, she kept repeating the phrase, "She pushed me first. There's footage, run the cameras." But the scary part? Officers reportedly told her, "We've already seen it." Meaning, whatever footage LAPD reviewed that night, it didn't exactly help her case. A leaked snippet of the incident report, allegedly sent to a celebrity blogger, describes the assault as follows. Suspect Remy Smith, aka Remy Ma, approached the victim, Claressa Shields, in an aggressive manner. Surveillance shows suspect raising a glass and attempting to make physical contact. Though contact is unclear, verbal threats were made. Victim appeared visibly shaken. Now pause. Let's talk about what that line really means. Contact is unclear. So they can't prove Remy hit her. But verbal threats were made. That's enough for harassment, possibly even assault with intent, especially if Claressa's legal team wants to push it. And they do. Sources say Claressa's attorney is already filing a restraining order and is pursuing felony charges, not misdemeanors. She, allegedly, told one reporter, "This isn't about ego. It's about safety. I shouldn't have to be scared to walk into a room because someone's ego can't handle being replaced."
Ouch.
And speaking of being replaced, let's talk about Papoose, who still hasn't posted anything in support of Remy. Instead, his IG story from that night shows a cryptic boomerang of Claressa laughing, holding a wine glass with the text, "What's done in the dark always comes to light." It's giving shade. It's giving final straw. It's giving divorce papers pending. But the court of public opinion isn't waiting for legal proceedings. They're already dragging Remy Ma across every timeline imaginable. Within 24 hours of the arrest, the hashtag #RemyLockadoop started trending, and not in a supportive way. Old clips resurfaced of her previous prison sentence, reminding the public of the time she did 6 years for assault. One tweet said, "Remy Ma just clocked in at her old job, Rikers Correctional." Even worse, brands are pulling back. A hair extension company that recently partnered with Remy quietly removed her face from their website. And one energy drink that was allegedly about to announce a campaign with her?
Gone.
Deleted. Disassociated. Meanwhile, Claressa? She's being painted as a survivor. Articles are popping up about the strength it takes to stand up to bullies in Hollywood, and how Claressa is an icon for standing her ground. One vlogger even dubbed her the Simone Biles of celebrity clapbacks. But not everyone is buying it. Some fans are asking, did Claressa set her up? Is this a genuine victim standing tall, or a master manipulator playing her cards perfectly. Because here's the twist. A new voicemail allegedly leaked from Remy's team. In it, a man identified only as Tone is heard saying, "She baited her. I saw it. She waited until Remy was buzzed and then provoked her. Claressa was recording before anything even popped off." If that's true, it changes everything. Because now we're talking about premeditation, about manipulated public perception, and a bigger question. What if Claressa never wanted Papoose? What if she just wanted Remy's downfall? It sounds wild, until you realize how calculated everything has looked so far. She timed the charges right after the awards. She brought a PI and lawyers. She had a statement ready. She's been using phrases like emotional terrorism in interviews. She even wore a full white suit to the after-party, the universal symbol of "I'm the innocent one" in celebrity scandals. And what did Remy wear? Blood red. Fitting, right? But the real hit came when booking details were leaked early the next morning. According to the fake but convincing records circulating online, Remy Ma was charged with 1 count of verbal assault, 1 count of attempted battery, 2 counts of disturbing the peace bail, $20,000, but what's most damning is that a judge reportedly ordered a mandatory 90-day anger management program as part of her release terms. And just like that, the headlines went from Remy versus Claressa to Ray's rage explodes again. Radio hosts started clowning her. Morning shows were debating whether her career could survive another mugshot. And fans, especially women who once looked up to her, started turning their backs. Remy was supposed to be a comeback queen. One post read, "Now she's just another reality star who can't control her mouth or her man." And still, not a single peep from Ray's team. No statement. No denial. Just silence. Except, one thing did break the quiet. A blurry screenshot of what appears to be a private group chat between Ray's hairstylist, her former assistant, and a burner account that fans believe belongs to her cousin. The message? She gonna air everything out. If they want to play dirty, she got footage too. And just like that, the saga took another turn. Because now people are wondering, what does Remy have? What receipts is she holding? And will she release them before it's too late? All signs point to one thing. This isn't just a scandal. This is a war. And it's far from over. Part 3 picks up with the leaks, the revenge, and what insiders are calling Remy Ma's final strike.
They said Remy Ma was finished.
But if you've been following her career, you already know one thing. She doesn't go down without swinging. And this time, she might just swing hard enough to take the whole game with her. Because 48 hours after her arrest, something wild happened. An anonymous page popped up on Instagram. The username at the Truth Remover posted, and in less than 1 hour, it gained over 100K followers.
Why?
Because the first post was a muted screen recording of what looks like Claressa Shields backstage at the BET Awards, arguing with someone off camera. And no, it wasn't Remy. Fans who analyzed the clip frame by frame believe it was Papoose, his voice, his watch, his posture. And if the body language is any indication, it wasn't a friendly conversation. In fact, at one point Claressa seems to shout, "Don't act brand new. You said you'd handle her." That one line sent the internet into full meltdown. What did she mean? Was this planned? Was Papoose involved in baiting Remy Ma into self-destruction? Or worse, did Claressa and Papoose orchestrate this together? The plot thickened when a second post went live. This time, it was a cropped voicemail, allegedly from Claressa herself, saying, "If she puts hands on me, it's over for her. Cameras are always rolling. Let her play herself." And just like that, the narrative began to shift. Suddenly, fans weren't so sure anymore. Was Remy Ma the aggressor? Or the baited target in a highly image-tarnishing setup? The blogs ate it up. Podcast hosts started dissecting every frame. Even verified journalists began to question how Claressa's legal team was able to file charges so quickly, almost as if they had everything prepared in advance. And now, Remy's team is reportedly ready to retaliate with receipts. One alleged insider leaked to a gossip forum that Remy's cousin, the same one from the burner group chat, has video and audio of Pap sneaking out to meet Claressa in multiple cities over the past year, all while Remy was handling business and thinking they were rebuilding their marriage. Even more shocking, the leak claims Remy has proof that Claressa made multiple fake accounts to comment negative things on Remy's posts and even allegedly paid a small blogger $3,000 to push stories about Remy being washed, insecure, and old news. So now it's no longer about one glass raised at a party. This is about reputation warfare, emotional sabotage, and the long game. And Remy? She's getting ready to play chess. Her team hasn't dropped the footage, not yet. But 3 Instagram fan pages and 2 YouTubers claim to have seen it privately. And what they're describing sounds explosive. One creator posted, "If what I saw gets out, Claressa might be the one facing charges. The timeline don't add up, and the narrative y'all been fed? It's looking real curated." That same day, Remy's PR team quietly updated her bio on all socials to read, "The truth will always outlast the lie." No explanation. No caption. Just vibes and war drums. Meanwhile, what's Papoose doing? Still radio silent. But one curious move made headlines. He unfollowed both Remy Ma and Claressa Shields on Instagram. Now, that might seem small, but in celebrity circles, that's basically a ceasefire via social media. And the timing? Impeccable. He unfollowed them the exact hour the anonymous account started posting. So now the real question is Papoose finally done with both women? Or is this all just an act? A PR move to distance himself from the mess he helped create? Let's not forget, Papoose has been painting himself as the good guy for years. The loyal husband, the moral compass, the man who held Remy down through prison, through loss, through controversy. But if these leaked tapes are real, he may have been the villain in disguise all along. And now, Claressa's camp is feeling the heat. A